Hello everyone, welcome, welcome. Welcome guys, we'll get started shortly. Welcome everyone, welcome. Hello Jean, welcome Jean. We'll get started shortly.
Hey, good evening.
Hello, welcome, welcome. We'll get started shortly. Hey Bill, welcome Bill, welcome.
Hey, David.
Hello. We'll get started shortly here. We'll get started shortly. Hey Yadera, welcome, welcome. We'll get started shortly.
Okay.
Welcome everyone, welcome, welcome guys. Hey Tylak, welcome, welcome. Guys, we'll get started shortly here. We have lots to go over. We'll get started shortly. This evening, we'll go over Forex, cryptos, and the futures market. So Forex, crypto, and the futures market. We'll get started shortly. Guys, we'll get started shortly. Hey, Kawisi, welcome, Kawisi, welcome, welcome. We'll get started shortly. This evening, we'll go over Forex, the futures market, and crypto. We'll get started shortly. Hey, Alicia, welcome, Alicia. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Corliss, welcome, Corliss, welcome. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to go over, we'll start with the futures market and crypto, and then the Forex market. All right. As I go through this, if you guys have any questions, just let me know, and I'll stop and answer any questions you guys have. And then any symbols, if you guys want any symbols you want me to take a look at, we can certainly do that. All right. Any questions, you guys can do that. But let's open up with the futures market. So you guys should see my screen here, right? Monster futures. You guys should see that. All right. I guess the big news right now is crude oil has retraced a bit. All right. So right now in heat seeker for the futures markets, we don't have a lot of action right now. All right. In particular, crude oil. So that's usually in this area here. All right. So not a lot of action in the futures market right now. Currently, the E-mini, so the Dow, E-mini, NASDAQ, E-mini, S&P. So all the indexes are down right now. All right. So we'll see how the market opens tomorrow morning. All right. But right now, the futures are down. All right. Futures are down. Let's take a look at crypto and Bitcoin in particular. All right. We had talked about that Bitcoin would get some support at 20,000, which it did. So we're right here at 20,000 with Bitcoin, and we don't have any major support at 20,000 for Bitcoin. Hey, Terry, welcome. All right. We don't have any major support, but we talked about for a while now, we've been saying that Bitcoin could get some support at 20,000. Bitcoin really likes the whole numbers. All right. So 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, right? Like over here, 40,000, 30,000 was a big mark for Bitcoin. So 50,000 up here is another area that it likes. Okay. So we are clearly in the markdown phase. This is the weekly time frame. All right. So it's got some support right at 20,000. But guess what, guys? Sellers are still in control, right? Sellers are still in control. So it's holding right at 21,000, but we'll call that 20,000. All right. The next, and as you guys know, Bitcoin is the barometer for the entire crypto market. So expect a lot of the other cryptos out there to follow Bitcoin. All right. What we are looking for is another leg down. All right. So let me show you guys what that looks like. Okay. Another leg down. All right. So let's draw it out. If you guys look here, we've got lower highs. Here was a high here. Here was a high here for Bitcoin. Here was a high here. And then I don't even call this a high. We'll call it right here as a high. So we've got lower highs, and that's the markdown phase. What we're anticipating right here is to get some consolidation right in here. All right. And then take another leg down. Okay. Kind of like this. You guys see that? Just another step down. Okay. A lot has to happen for Bitcoin to move higher from here. All right. So now is not the time to buy Bitcoin. Just because it's dropped or other cryptos doesn't mean now is the time to get in. Okay. Sellers are still in control. We're in the markdown phase, all red candles. All right. We do have pretty good support. Let me remove this. We do have pretty good support at 10,000. All right. So at 10,000 is where we have pretty good support. And it looks like that's where Bitcoin wants to go, right? To 10,000. Pretty good support in this area here. Pretty good support here. Pretty good support here, and pretty good support here. Okay, so we've got a clear path right now all the way down to 10,000. All right, if you guys look here, we don't have any support in here. Nothing preventing Bitcoin from moving lower to 10,000. All right, so keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind, okay? The next support area, so if we get to that 10,000 mark, all right, the next support is 4,000, okay? And I know it's hard to even imagine that, right? But based on the price action, that's what we see, right? So the next support we've got is at Bitcoin at 4,000. All right, let's see here. Okay, so Bitcoin at 4,000, 4,000 would be right here. All right. And I know when we were at 39,000, 40,000, 50,000, we talked about Bitcoin could possibly go to 20,000. And I know that was hard to imagine, but here we are now at 20,000. All right. So it could definitely get to 10,000, and it could perhaps get to below 4,000. All right. Now, if we get to, so this is what we're looking at. If we get to 10,000 from here, let's say we get all the way down to 10,000, we'll anticipate we could probably get some consolidation like this for a period of time. All right. Just like it did here, consolidated between 10,000 and 4,000. So we could get some consolidation like this, okay? And then make a move. Either this will be a big area here, big decision. Hey Zaire, welcome. Big decision for Bitcoin. All right. And I do think based on the price action, based on the price, like what it did here before, prior to this move up, right? We'll get some consolidation in this area here. All right. And then either break that 4,000 support, okay, or buyers could come in and push the price back higher. All right. So so that's important. But right now, our target is still 10,000 for Bitcoin. 10,000.
Hey, David, a quick question in there. Tilak here. That consolidation, this is on the weekly time frame, right? So if it gets down there, consolidation there at 10,000 or below, it's gonna be consolidate for a long time, though, isn't it? Because this is the weekly time frame. Just looking at what happened there in the past.
Yeah, looking on. Yeah, so and that's a good question. All right, if we look at, we don't have any really good support on the daily. Right, so if we put it on the daily, Tilak, let's see here. We don't have any clear support. If you look here, right, it's not clear. Now, if we bring it out like this, we can see that, yeah, we've got some support here. But I like the weekly. So, you know, you might want to bring out a weekly chart because it's more defined. This is the daily. So we can see here, you see here, we are in redistribution here, clearly a markdown phase. If we break this support right here, right on that redistribution, that purple support line, we'll definitely go lower. All right. I like the weekly because on the weekly, we look here. All right. If we look here on the weekly, we see a more defined support at 10 and again at 4,000. All right. If buyers come in on the daily time frame, even the 240, if buyers start to come in, we'll bring in a smaller time frame. to pinpoint any buying. We don't wait. We won't wait, Tylac, on the weekly. All right. So if buying come in, we'll zoom in a bit. All right. Even on the 240. And we'll let you guys know when that happens. But right now, right now we are looking 10,000 here support, and you're right, it could consolidate a bit here. All right, which is what we expect. Okay, if it breaks below that 4,000, so let's say for instance it does this. Hey Taj, let's say it does this. Okay, so it comes down to that 10,000 mark, which is right here. All right, and consolidate a bit right in here, and then break support. Boy, that's going to be that's a big support. All right, 10,000 right here is pretty. It's a good support, but 4,000 is even a harder support to break. But if it breaks it, then we might really see a move lower. I mean, a big move. I mean, this is a big move lower here from 69,000 to 20,000, right? That's a big move. But if we get anywhere, right, under 10,000 and we start testing support right here at that 4,000 mark, we could see a big move lower. All right. So be careful. We should not be in Bitcoin. We should not be in cryptos. You guys can do what you want, but based on the time, based on the price action that we see here, right? It can go a much lower, much lower. All right. So sellers are still in control. Here was our sell short signal on the weekly time frame. Sellers are still in control. If we look at the daily time frame, all right, on the daily time frame, and this is important because as you guys know, right, the rest of the cryptos out there will follow Bitcoin. All right, on a daily time frame, let's see here. All right, on the daily time frame, here was our sell short signal. This is good to know here. Check this out, guys. And this is why we do this every week, right? So here was, let's see here. Here was, so right up here was 69,000 right up here. The sell short signal to go short was right here, right about 55,000. And then we got an exit to get out here. And then the next sell short signal, all right, was right here, right around 40,000. And here it is now. Okay, so look here, in order to put, and this is on the daily time frame, in order for that sell short signal that's currently in right here, we've got to get buyers to come in to close that trade. All right, so right now we don't have any green candles, no buyers. Okay, and so what we anticipate is another breakdown. Okay, another breakdown, kind of like this. Okay, and then we might get buyers to come in at 10,000 or 15,000. Okay, but we don't know. Still in the markdown phase, red candles, sellers are still in control. So just stay away. Just stay away for now. All right. Does that help, Tylac?
Yes, it does. Thanks, David.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Any other questions before we move further? Any other questions on Bitcoin? Any other questions?
None for me.
Okay. All right. So let's put it back on the weekly here. Let's put it back on the weekly. All right. Okay. All right. As far as Forex, all right. As far as the Forex market, guys, we're seeing we try to trade the yen pairs long, all right, and for a reaccumulation, and those failed. All right. So we should be out of all the yen pairs. All right. So all the yen pairs should have given sell signals or red candles, and we should be out. The only one that's holding is Swiss yen. All right, is Swiss yen. So if you guys stayed in Swiss, that's okay, that's fine. But I would recommend perhaps putting it on a 30-minute. If you're going to trade Forex right now, trade on a smaller time frame, a 30-minute time frame. All right, not the 240. We are starting to see consolidation, right, in the Forex market. All right, so be careful. The top trending pairs right now, and it's not a, I don't like this move, okay, because it's what we like to see when we trade Forex. We like to see these groups here move. All right, so the main groups like the Aussie, New Zealand, yen, dollar, euro, and the pound. We have a move in the Swiss, and not that the Swiss can't move. All right, it can definitely move. The pound Swiss right here is the top trending pair, right? But to the downside, short. Okay. If you guys caught any of the Swiss move, that's fine. Okay, but understand that the Forex market as a whole is consolidating. All right, so Aussie Swiss right here, Euro Swiss right here, trading to the downside. This is not a great trading environment right now, okay, right now for Forex. And that can change. You guys know Forex will change quickly. All right, but again, a lot of the yen pairs closed, right? Here was a buy signal here in that reaccumulation phase, and sellers came in, and we had to close those trades, all right, with the yen pairs. So I would say just hold off right now. If you guys see right here, not a lot of consistency in here. All right, what we like to see is solid buying or solid selling, and we don't see that. We have a lot of pairs that like right here, the dollar, it's all mixed. Okay, the yen is mixed a bit. All right, the euro down here, they're mixed a bit. So we are hoping, what I would hope to see is that more pairs, right? We need a nice tightening, a nice consolidation in Forex. All right, well, so that we can start getting some nice trends again. So right now we've got about 27, right? 27 out of the 58 pairs. All right, so 27 out of the 58 pairs are trending. All right, so that's not good. So what we would like to see before we can move again, right? We would like to see more of the pairs consolidate, right, before we can get a break or a real breakout in Forex. Okay, and that could happen later in the week. All right, but not right now. So be careful if you're going to trade Forex. Just trade on a smaller time frame. All right, trade on a 30-minute. Find a pair that's trending, right? Perhaps the best opportunity right now is Swiss yen. All right, but even with that, that's difficult. Okay, so just be careful. Just be careful out there. Protect your capital. All right, for the next move. All right, now we can see another move happen later in the week. So it's not like we have to wait forever. All right. As far as any questions on this, any questions on Monster Scalper and the pairs? Any question? Any question? Bill, are you trading anything right now, Bill?
No, I'm just waiting for him to come around.
Okay, good job, good job. How about you, Zaire? Anything, Zaire? Are you in anything?
No, I'm not. But when you get a chance, David, can you pull up the spider or the QQQs when you get a chance?
Okay, okay.
On the H1.
Okay, okay, good. Good job, guys. Carlos, I know you're not in anything. Terry, are you in any of the pairs? Are you in any of the pairs, Terry?
No, I'm not.
Okay, good job, guys. That's exactly what we want to do. Okay, we want to be out patiently waiting for the next run. We don't want to force the trade. So good job, good job, good job. All right, good job. So Zaire, let's take a look at the spiders. And what are you looking to do?
I'm hoping that it hold up so I'm gonna go long.
Okay, okay. All right. All right, we saw some buying, right? So we saw buying come into the market on last week. All right, so the market pulled up a bit. Let's do here. Let's do here first. Okay, we'll take a look at the S&P right here, and this is on the daily, Zaire, and then we'll take a look at the 240. All right. So we talked about this on Thursday, and I sent an update, Saturday update. Okay. Let's see here. Keep in mind, we got some buy-in. The futures are down currently, but we got some buy-in on last week. I want to take a look at the RSI. I know it's oversold. Oh, not quite. Let's see here. Oversold here. It did get a bit oversold here. All right. Okay, so this is the S&P. All right. So here was the sell short signal here. And Zaire will take a look at the 240. Here was your sell short signal here, clearly in the markdown phase. Look at this here, lower highs right here, lower highs right here, lower lows right here. All right, so lower lows right here, okay? But this is, tomorrow will be critical. If we can get buying, if buying come into the market tomorrow and we can get above this moving average here, now this is on the daily time frames here, but if we can get above this, we might get bullish, okay? Here is previous support right here, which is now resistance, okay? So if we can get above this area here, we could get bullish. This market is looking for a rally. Now, this would be a bear market rally, all right? So it might not last long. We are starting to see, and I went over this over the weekend, and on Thursday that we're starting to see a lot of stocks in heat seeker, all right? Now, heat seeker will always give us clues as to what the institutions are doing, all right? So we are starting to see buying a lot of stocks, healthcare stocks in particular, healthcare, and also healthcare and biotech. Hold on one second here. Okay, so the 240. All right, so on the 240. That's the spiders.
David, yeah, I was gonna. I'm trying to trade it on the H1, the 60 minute.
Yeah. On the 60. Oh, okay, okay. All right, let's do this.
Not very long. I'm just gonna hold it for a day or two.
Oh, okay. You should be good. All right. So I would put your time frame on. Okay, let's do this. All right, hold on. Sorry. Okay, SPY 60. Okay, this is a better chart here. Are you in it yet?
I was on Friday, but I get out because I don't trust it. But I want to see if it will hold up so I can take it. Like at like target would be like at 410 right there.
Okay. Are you doing calls, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So you look good, right? So like I said, we saw buying coming all last week, right? As a matter of fact, in Sniper, we've got 2 calls and 1 put, and the only reason we've got that put is as a hedge. All right. So we are expecting some buying to come in, and we're starting to see that with Heat Seeker, right? In a lot of healthcare stocks, right? A lot of healthcare stocks. So right here we do have a buy signal. This is on the 60-minute time frame for the spiders. Okay, so we've got a buy signal here. Look here, nice markdown phase right here. Nice markdown phase. All right. 1 second. All right, so Zaire, look here. All right. All right, so nice markdown phase, which is what we want. Nice markdown phase. We have resistance right here, support, pretty good support right here, right? Accumulation phase. Buyers came in, broke resistance, this resistance right here. You've got your buy signal right here. All right, it's still early. Now, ideally, yesterday would have been good. You got in, right? Better, it would have been better to just hold, right? Hold. But I understand this market can, and this market can do this, right? You see this buy signal here that failed before, buy signal here that failed before, buy signal here that failed before, because we've had a lot of selling. We have a lot of selling. So I understand, right? So being cautious. All right. But based on the buying that we've had, right, last week and what we're seeing now, the futures are down right now. They're down slightly. All right. You could take a small trade. Watch how the market opens up tomorrow. All right. Watch how the market opens up tomorrow. First 30 minutes. Okay. And if it holds, put your signal, watch it on the 60-minute. And your goal, right, if you get a move, your goal is to get to about right here. So you're right. All right. 410, right around 410 is where you could possibly get to. Okay. Now you've got a lot of resistance right around here. All right. So if you look here, right, so in this area here, that's a lot of consolidation. Okay. We're looking right here. Okay. So but you could get in, watch how the market opens, right? If a lot of selling comes in, I would just hold off, right? So if the market opens down for the first half an hour, right? 30 minutes, just watch it closely. Okay, but you do have a clear buy signal. You might get some pullback, right? You might get some pullback, retest this area, retest previous resistance is now support. It might retest this before it moves higher. But this is a good setup. It's a good setup. You just have to be careful. It's a crazy market. We are in the markdown phase. All right. So we are.
That's why That's why I'm trying to not hold it too long. But you know what, David? I noticed you pull up the S&P 500. Can you do that on like a 60-minute also?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, one
Just want to see the correlation.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. All right. All right. So here is the here's the S&P. So I mean, they're going to it's basically the same, right? So if you do a side by side, okay, so here's the spiders here, same same time frame, spiders here, and then the index is right here, almost identical. You see that, Zaire?
Yeah, David, and thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So I can trade both.
Yeah, you can trade. Yeah, you can trade both. Yeah, usually you can. I know if you wanted to, you can trade it in the. We can look at it in the futures market too. Here it is, the E-mini, right here. Let's put a 60-minute. So there's several ways we can trade it. Let's see, 60-minute. Look at that. It's really taken off on the 60-minute in the futures market, the E-mini. But right now, you see right now, and this will give us a clue. See right here, Zaire, it's trading right now in the futures market. All right, and then this is what it looks like in the futures market on the 60-minute. So it's pulling back a bit right now. So right now it's moving, you see here. So 39.06. So, and you can watch that overnight. You can watch that overnight, the futures overnight, to see. All right. So they're down to flat right now, but it's definitely in a nice trend, right? In a nice trend on the 60-minute in the futures market. All right, so not a bad idea. You just have to be careful. Hopefully, what you're hoping is that buyers come in tomorrow, right, and push it higher for you, which based on the price action, you just might get that.
All right, thank you, David.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Any other questions? Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay. The dollar, you guys know the dollar pulled back a bit. All right. But we're not giving up on the dollar, right? We've done really well with the dollar, right? We've done really well. So we had really good trades. They've pulled back a bit, right? Dollar Swiss. So we cut this trade and they pull back a bit here. And what you guys should pay attention to, and hopefully, you guys are out, and this is exactly what we want to do, because look what is setting up. Another run is setting up. You guys know now about that these pairs rotate, okay? So we'll take dollar Swiss as an example. All right. So we know on the big time frame, the monthly time frame, the dollar, right, already broke resistance. We have a buy signal here. All right. Made a high all the way up here, right? The dollar got as high as 105.87, pull back a bit. Right now it's at 103.99. Okay, but guess what? buyers are still in control on the monthly time frame. All right, this pullback right here, now this is when we traded it, right? We traded here, bought here. Let's draw it out. So here was our previous buy signal, bought here, sold here, is on the dollar Swiss, okay? We could have shorted here. We really didn't call the short here, all right? We really didn't call the short. We just want to go long the dollar because the overall direction on the daily, on the monthly is long, right? So we're not really trying to short this, all right? Here was the second opportunity to go long, and you guys caught a lot of this. And here was our sell signal right here, all right? The dollar index is holding, guys. It's holding above resistance. So what we are hoping is that price is holding right here at support, right? You see that, guys? It's holding right here. So at support, what we would like to see is that we get accumulation like here, right here, just like before here, okay? So we've got resistance right here, and it's creating some resistance right here, support right here, and what we would like to see, buying come back in, right? Give us another buy signal just like this, and then guess what? We get in, move higher, all right? If the price breaks down, sellers continue to move lower, we just wait, right? We know eventually, guys, we'll get, the buyers will come in. So if the price breaks down a bit, right, just hold off, right? Just hold off, wait, all right? And usually if we get more selling comes in, all right, this is a good area here. If price breaks resistance, we get some green candles, buy signal, this is good, all right? This is really, really good. If it breaks down further, that's okay too. That's okay too, all right? But what's really interesting is that we know that we will get buying. Buyers will come in because it's holding on that monthly time frame. We've got pretty good resistance here, guys. Look at here. We got pretty good resistance. So if buyers come back in right here, all right, we can get back up into this area, test this resistance right here, right, and then really break through, right? Usually when we get the price test that area several times, and sometimes 3 times, is usually works out really well. If it tests that area a second time, right, we could really get a move higher. All right, so I think the next big move might be in the dollar pairs. Okay, so sit on the sideline right now. Wait, okay, because we could get an opportunity to get back in the dollar pairs. You guys have any questions on this? You guys have any questions on this? And this will definitely pay off, all right? For those of you who are trading Monster Scalper, okay? So buy signal was here, sell signal was here. You guys did really well with this trade. Some of you were late, all right? You guys caught a lot of this trade right here, buy signal here, sell signal here, right? We having some support right here, all right? What we'd like to see is buyers come in just like here and now take this price higher, but then this time break resistance, okay? And we like this trade based on what's happening here with the dollar. Okay, if you look here, here is the dollar, right? Breaking resistance on the monthly time frame, guys, on the monthly time frame. Okay, so it broke resistance here. This was that's 2022 right now, breaking resistance here. We have a buy signal. Here's the price here, right? We have a clear path to move higher, and we'll see that price action on the daily time frame, on the 240 rather, on the 240. Here was the previous buy signal, okay, on a break of this resistance here. This was 2014. And this, look at here, check this out. The last time the dollar really broke out of a tight consolidation like this, was 2014. Every candle is a month's worth of data, okay, of trading. So right here, look here, see this candle right here, this buy signal, this candle right here, buy signal, candle right here. Here is where we are currently. All right, all this right here is the potential. So we have three, as a matter of fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have a possibility of having 6 months. Not that it will happen, right? But based on the previous price action, when it broke out, okay, there was about 5 or 6 months of really good trading. All right, so that's why we want to stay close to the dollar, because it's definitely broken out of that resistance right here, just like here. Okay, you guys have done well already trading the dollar pairs, but we can't give up on it just because it pulled back. All right, so we'll be all over this in Monster Scalper. So here was one of the trades. Here is another one. Here is a pullback setting up for another move. And we're hoping that the next time it gets near this resistance, guess what? It breaks that resistance and really move higher. All right, we'll see that price action in here. All right, so this is the next big move, right, that we think will happen. All right, on the dollar. So after this consolidation that Forex is doing right now, our guess is that money will flow into the dollar pairs. All right, if not, guess what? It might flow into another group, and we'll trade that. But that's what we focused on right now. All right, that's what we focus on right now, coming out of this consolidation. All right, any questions on this? Because this is important. Any questions on this? All right, we've got about, we run a little late. We got about 5 more minutes. Anything at all you guys want to ask? We've got about 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes, anything at all. All right.
One question, David. When is the next red carpet?
We haven't gotten the schedule yet. Usually it's every 3 months or so. So as soon as I know, I'll let you guys know. All right. As soon as I know, I'll let you guys know. Those are always fun.
Yes, it is. I hope we have more traders come and meet and greet, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And thanks for coming to the last one. All right, so that's all I've got. Wait, those of you who trade in Monster, Scalper, and Forex, just be patient, guys. Just wait. All right. Even if you trading on the 30-minute, you might get I just don't think there's a lot of opportunity right now. All right, so protect your capital, save your energy. All right, for the next move. Sniper traders, those of you who trade in Sniper, I hopefully will get a nice pop in the morning. All right, and then close those trades. So I'll let you guys know what's going on with that. All right. Equity markets, the equity markets. I'm hoping that we get a move in the equity markets. I mean, we're really seeing some buying coming in healthcare. Here's a healthcare stock right now with a buy signal. The price is 190 in Stock Boss. They're really building positions. They meaning the big institutions. We're seeing a lot of really good volume, 209 million shares being traded in this one here, 119 million shares traded. 184 million shares being traded. So, and there it's all healthcare, guys, all healthcare and biotech. So they're setting up to move healthcare. But they need the market to be not that the market's gonna become very, very bullish, right? We just need a decent move, right? A decent, it could be a bear market rally. We are in a bear market, right? So it could be just a bear market rally, but you can make money, right? You can make money in this in a bear market rally. All right. The VIX is coming down, so that is encouraging, right? So Zaire, that's encouraging for your long spider, right? Because the VIX is coming down. Red candle right here, 27, and it's coming down. Okay. It was a high at near 36. I know it's at 27. And remember, if it gets below, the lower it goes, the price in the VIX goes, the better it is for stocks, right? So that's encouraging. That will definitely help your position. Okay. So, all right, guys. A bit difficult right now for Forex and Monster Scalper. This just forces us to wait. All right, just forces us to wait. That's fine. Bitcoin, cryptos, for right now, right? Sellers are in control, so stay away. Right, sellers are in control. Right, just stay away. Just stay away. The next target is 10,000. All right. If it changes, you know, we'll let you guys know. But right now, the target is 10,000. So trying to go long Bitcoin or cryptos is a bit dangerous right now. Okay, so nothing here. All right. The encouraging thing, like I said, the market is picking up a bit, right? So we might see some short-term opportunities in equities. So Zaire, you're looking good. You're thinking the right way, looking the right way. All right, smaller time frame on the indexes, the spiders. Okay. All right, guys, take care. I will see you guys tomorrow for Q&A. All right, Q&A. Just be careful out there. All right, markets up and down. No real direction. So just be nimble. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Dave.
Thanks, David.
Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.